Hey guys, so today I am going to talk about abstinence. And I know it's not a very popular topic, probably. I was watching some YouTube videos and everybody's sharing how they lost their virginity. So these days it's no longer anything that you're embarrassed about or that you want to keep private like it was back in the 90s for my friends, right? Nobody wanted to admit those things, but now you publicize it for everybody to see, even parents and teachers and pastors. So yeah, part of me, most of you, if you don't know, I'm a minister, and the only way for me to really help you guys is to be honest. You know, I got married at the age of 29, and I was not a virgin. Now, I'm not going to tell you my virgin story, but I lost it in old age. I was going to be 26 actually, and what I learned about losing my virginity, because before that, the most I had done with a boy, even though I was already in, my mid-20s, was hold hands and kiss, and that's all where it went, and nothing more than that. And I remember this one guy in particular, I'm not going to say his name, but we were going out, and we would see each other almost every day. We would have dinner together, and we were together for like a month and a half, 2 months. And at the end of the month and a half or 2 months, he told me, you know what? He's all like, I no longer want to be with you because I've been with you for 2 months and you haven't put out. And I was, okay, fine, whatever. And I was able to move on. I really, really liked this guy. But since I hadn't been, intimate with him, I was able to move on right away. Next. I didn't spend any time crying over him. I think I probably missed him. I don't remember, but no big deal. And that's the way most guys were. All right, okay, fine. You don't want to wait, then fine. Doesn't matter. Next, right? And then when I finally did lose it with this one guy, who was a really good guy, but I wish I would have waited for marriage like I had intended to. After I gave myself, I became an insecure person. I became super insecure. Now I was like, oh my God, is he gonna call me? What if he breaks up with me? Oh, I don't want him to break up with me. My attitude changed. Before I did it, I was like, okay, you don't want to be with me, that's fine, I don't care. But I noticed that afterwards, I even became real beggy. Oh, why haven't you called me? I was never that girl that was whiny and annoying. Why haven't you called me? And I became that girl. I got more vulnerable, and that's why I want to talk about abstinence, because giving yourself away, girls, believe it or not, you're giving a part of you. You're giving a part of you to someone who might not even, girls, he might not even value you. He's to him, you're just another girl, another number. And we give ourselves out to these guys, and sometimes we convince ourselves that we're having fun and that we want it just as much as they do. But the truth is that we as girls want to be loved, and we as girls want to be taken seriously. I don't know any girl that wants to be a toy for somebody just to use. Sometimes we allow ourselves to be used, but because we're seeking the real thing, and we're hoping that if we give them our body, that if we share our body with them, that they're going to want to stay with us, that they're going to want to, get serious with us. But sadly, guys or girls, how many of you have seen that movie based on the book of Steve Harvey? And at the beginning, that first cartoon sequence, it says it all. Men used to want to marry women before. Men used to look forward to marrying women. Men don't look forward to marrying women anymore. Why do they need to marry a woman before they would want to marry a woman? Because that was one of the only ways that they were going to be able to sleep with her. So I'm not saying that nobody would, have sex before marriage back then, but it was more likely that they didn't. But now it's all over the internet. Guys are webcamming with girls. Guys have pictures. Guys have porn. Guys have all these things. Guys have girls just lined up, willing to do these things with them and to them. So be different. My reason would be God. My reason for a long time was God. Now I strayed. But now I'm saying, even though I didn't, I'm giving you the best advice that I can. And I'm telling you to wait. Don't give it out, girls. Don't give it out. And even if you have given it out, you can always stop. You can always stop and say, you know what, I deserve more. If what was that Beyonce song? If you really like it, you're gonna put a ring on it. If a guy is really gonna want you, let him put a ring on your finger. Get him to be serious with you. Because if we're just giving ourselves out there, they're not gonna take us seriously. Seriously, they're not gonna take us seriously. And for many people, this is gonna be very old-fashioned, very archaic way of thinking. But those are the realities that we're living in today. That the guys no longer want to get married. That's why there's a rise of single moms. Because guys don't want to step up to the plate. Now, like before, men would have to try hard to meet girls. Now they don't. They have to just log on to the computer and it's so easy, it's easy for them. So you need to play it smart. You want a good guy. You want a good guy. You want a great guy. Make him wait. Make him wait. And if he can't wait, he doesn't deserve you. So think about it, girls.